Hey guys, how's it going? We just had a huge, and I mean huge, delivery of plants that showed up. Our driveway is so beautiful right now, and I am so excited to get to work. We've got our work cut out for us now. So it is going to be full steam here. It's in the 70s, and so it's absolutely beautiful. These plants all came from Proven Winners. They sent me out all of these plants. These are from Walter's Gardens in Michigan, which I'm actually going to be going to here at some point this year to show you guys a behind the scenes of their growing facility. Look at that. It's so awesome. So all of these came from Proven Winners, Walter's Gardens. I want to show you guys a close-up of some of them. I'm not going to show you guys every single one of them in this video. We are going to get some of them planted today. But this is so exciting. So let me turn the camera around. I'll show you guys some of the ones that I'm the most excited about. One of them, I honestly am shocked that I'm really excited about it. So I did get to pick out all of the plants that I wanted. They sent me a list and they said, here, pick off whatever you want off this list. Let us know, and we will try to make it happen. And they literally made everything on my list happen, which is absolutely insane. And it got here and it's so beautiful. So let me show you. So first, these daisies, holy cow. I think these are the crazy daisies. Oh no, these are Marshmallow. So beautiful, 18 to 20 inches, full sun. A lot of this is full sun because a lot of my garden is full sun right now. Very excited for these. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like them, and I'm absolutely in love with them. The only shade plants I got are like some hostas, and then I got this one called like, I can't remember how to say it. I think it's like thalassetrum or something like that. And I already have some of these in the garden. I just wanted a couple more, so I have 3 more of those. And then over here, this phlox. Let me get over here. So beautiful. The blooms on this are absolutely stunning. So this is opening act called Pink Polkadot, and they get about 26 inches tall, full sun lover, and I'm just shocked at the color on all of these plants right now. Like the fact that they've all come and they're like all fully in bloom is absolutely insane. The next one that I'm really excited about are these Mangave. I really am shocked that I'm in love with these Mangave because I did not think I would. This one is stunning. It's got like serrated edges, but the serrating on it is actually not sharp. I don't know if maybe because it's young. So this is the Lavender Lady Mangave. Let me see how big this gets. Oh, it actually stays quite small, 8 to 10 inches tall and 6 to 12 inches wide. So this might be pretty close to full maturity, and it's really, really pretty. I love the color on it. And then also these ones. Oh, so I have a small version of this. This one here is called Bad Hair Day, and I love it. I thought they were going to be sending much smaller plants. These ones are definitely full maturity, 10 inches tall and 20 inches wide, and it's so much fun. I'm obsessed with the size of this thing and like how these things drape. It doesn't have any sharp edges to it at all. It's so cute. I have one of them inside, and now I have these 3 massive ones. I thought what they would be sending would be 3 small ones, and so these are going to be so much fun in the landscape. I've got some Nepeta right here. So I've got the cat's pajama right there, and then I also got the lemon perfection. Holy brightness, that is absolutely amazing. These ones, I'm actually kind of shocked that I really like them. These are Rays for Days. This is a helopsis, and I have 0 experience with this plant, 26 inches tall. But I will say that I don't know if maybe they have floppy stems or what, but I don't know if they need support or something. Maybe they just got rustled around in shipping, but I'm noticing that some of the stems on these guys are a little bit floppy, but I'm loving the color on this. They kind of look like, what is it, not mums, marigolds, but they're really, really pretty. I really like them. They look like little sunflowers. And then over here, I also asked them to send me out some Clematis. So I keep trying every year with Clematis. I don't always have the best luck with them, but this one is called Stand By Me. I have one of them. I might have 2 of them. I think I have 2 of them. This is the Stand By Me Lavender Clematis, and they did pretty well for me last year. I mean, they didn't really grow last year because I put them in quite late, but these guys are so cute. I really, really hope that these do really well for me. Full sun, and then shade. And these do not grow in my growing zone. So I really try to push the limit with these. These are hardy in zones 3 through 7. I'm in a zone 9A, Northern California. So I try to push the limit with them. So these look so good, and I am so excited and ready for this growing season. I really didn't expect any of this to come flowering. So it's really exciting to see all of the color. I kind of thought that I would just be showing you guys some greenery and like the foliar growth on these. So the fact that so many of this is in bloom and has some really good size to it is really exciting. And it's going to make it so you guys can visualize when you're out finding some of these plants, what these things will do if you see them just with like green foliar growth. So I also want to mention, they send me out these plants. This is a ridiculous amount of plants, but this is also, at the end of the day, my job. And so I don't really want anyone to ever compare or have that feeling of comparison, because this is a lot of plants and this is a lot. And so I don't want anyone to ever feel any type of way. So just know that I know it's a lot and I understand it is a lot, and I'm very, very grateful for them to send me out all of these plants. It is insane, but I also want to make sure that everyone is in a good space when they see this video, because I know when I used to watch some videos like this, I would be like, I want all those plants, and I couldn't afford them. So I totally understand where people come from in that sense, and so I want to be very respectful. So let's go ahead and maybe get some of this planted today. I've got a little pile that we're gonna get planted right now. I've actually kind of waited till the end of the day. It's been a couple hours because I wanted it to cool down, and I wanted the lighting to be a little bit better. So let's go over what all we are going to get planted. Actually, let me show you guys the pile, because we've organized it. Brent moved it all in, so that way it's not just sitting in the driveway. Isn't this crazy? This looks like a botanical garden. Can't even see a lick of gravel, but it's so pretty. Some of this I bought. Most of this was given to me, but this is just so exciting. And now it's all organized, so I can come over here and I can grab exactly what I wanted. We had our trash cans over here, but we moved them. Now the trash cans are in the driveway. It just gets so hot and it just cooks in the driveway. So this will make it so that way these plants get a little bit of protection, and it's gonna make watering really easy because we have our Hoselink right here. Actually, before we go get everything planted, look at how big, beautiful those are. Those are so stunning. I am obsessed with these Mangave. And I did not think I was gonna like them at all. I just told them that I wanted them just to trial them, and I'm obsessed. Anyways, let's go over the Hoselink really quick, because I do get questions about this. We have 3 of them. Actually, we have 4 of them, and I have bought 3 out of the 4. And also, my grandparents have 2 of them, and they absolutely love them. They bought theirs. If anything, if you don't want a hose reel, order their quick connects. These are a game changer in the garden. So you can hook these up to your hose, and then what we do is we order these pieces right here, and it has this like on off switch, so you turn it on and it just sprays out that. And then you get these connector pieces, and each one of these connector pieces has a swivel, so your piece up here can swivel without unscrewing, which is really nice. And then we have all of our hoses and everything, our sprayers, connected to one of these, and then these are just interchangeable. So it's got like that little lock there, and then it just goes into the channel and they lock up together, and then it just becomes one piece. And we use this as an on-off switch, and it's just really, really nice. If anything, order these for your garden this year. They're seriously so amazing. Every single attachment that we have has one of these, and then every hose has one of these. So I think we have 5 of these, because we have one hose that's not a Hoselink, and then we have every single attachment on that, and it's a game changer in the garden. So if anything, if you're like wanting to see the quality of Hoselink, because I know a lot of people still are, it's an expensive piece to add to your garden, worth the investment after you get one. I would just start with those hose connectors. They are amazing in the garden. They're a huge game changer. Just the fact that you can swivel and your hose doesn't start to unthread and then spray water everywhere. It's a lifesaver. So this is the pile that we're gonna get planted today. So the very first thing that we're gonna get planted is this phlox. This is called Opening Act Pink Polka Dot. I love this phlox. We have it already on the property, and it is so beautiful. The bees really liked it. I had never grown phlox until last year. It gets 22 to 26 inches tall. It definitely gets a little bit more tall than wide. It's a full sun lover, but I'm planting this in an area that just gets afternoon shade and it gets full morning sun. So this is growing zones 4 through 8, so it's not even in my growing zone. So I try to give things that are not in my growing zone protection from that hot afternoon sun. The next thing that we're gonna grow are these really, really cool daisies right here. These are amazing daisy called Marshmallow, and they've got these really like fluffy outside and then yellow centers. They're a little bit more creamy in person, and they're really white on the camera. They get about 20 inches tall and probably about 15 inches wide. They're really, really pretty, and the bees are gonna love them. I saw these first time when we were in Fort Bragg, and I just absolutely fell in love with them. These are a full sun, growing zones 5 through 9, and I will definitely be putting these in full sun area. So give these as much sun as possible. If they're in afternoon sun, which is where these guys are gonna go, I do deadhead them, and then I also try to make sure that they get plenty enough water. The next thing that we're gonna plant, this is lemon coral sedum, and I've grown other sedums that are the same color, same style, but they tend to get a little bit leggy, so I'm really excited to grow this one. It's supposed to just stay more compact and not like grow like leggy, I guess. So I'm really excited to grow this one. It says 3 to 10 inches tall and wide. It definitely just grows and grows and grows. So anywhere that these plants will kind of like lay down, it'll just throw down roots and it'll just continue to grow. So it will get bigger than that. It's growing zones. It's just an annual, but in zones 7 through 11, it's a perennial. So it should come back for me every year. And I'm going to plant it so it spills over a flower bed, but I'm going to cut on it probably in the wintertime so it has beautiful new growth every springtime. So I'm really, really excited about this one. It's supposed to be super drought tolerant. I'm just excited to get this one into the garden. And then I've got the Surefire cherry cordial and then the Surefire white begonias. Freya also apparently really likes them. I really wanted to start growing more begonias this year. I've got a bunch of them, and these ones are gonna get flanking the gate that goes to absolutely nowhere. And then the white ones, I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna put them. I only grabbed 2 of them. I thought about putting them in like a flanking situation, so it was like 1 and 1. Now I'm thinking that might have been a bad idea, and I probably should have just grabbed 3 of them and done a trio. What I will do is I will probably just plant the 2 of them together, and then I will go pick up another one. They're both annuals, so they technically shouldn't come back, but they are perennial in zone 10 and 11. I'm 9A, so these guys may or may not come back for me depending on the winter that we have here. They get about 24 inches tall and probably about 18 inches wide, and I'm just really excited for these. These guys are it says sun to shade lover, and really with begonias, these guys like morning sun, and that's about it. But pretty blooms, and I like the size of these guys. I like the like waxy leaves on these, and I'm kind of excited to get some begonias in the garden this year. So I'm going to do the begonias right here. So I've got to clear out some tulips that are here. I'm going to leave the daffodils because they're still blooming. But these tulips, they're done blooming. That one has 1 bloom left on it. So I'm literally just going to cut these guys off. I might just rip them out if they come out easy. I've got to clean up some Japanese anemone that is in here. And then over on this side, I'm going to do the tulips. And then I've got some Bermuda grass that I need to pull. And then I'm going to plant them. I've got 5 for each side. So I've got a total of 10 of them. So I will do 1 kind of like tucked back there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll have an open on this side, and then on this one we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they both should have one closest to the walkway, so it'll be 3 and then 2. It's gonna be really, really pretty when they fill in though. Those are gonna be so pretty right there. I'm gonna say, we had something really weird happen. We were digging, well, I was digging, and I found the weirdest bulb in my garden, and I can't remember what I planted here. I don't remember any bulb looking like this, so I don't know what it is. The roots are coming out of the top of it. It's smooth on the bottom, and then the growth points are coming out of the top. I found probably 15 of them. This one being the largest that I found. I'm gonna grow it on, but if any of you recognize what this might be, please let me know, because I have absolutely no clue. It's very, very interesting. I threw 2 of them back in the landscape, and then I've got 6 of them that I'm gonna grow in a terracotta pot and just see what comes from this. It'll be very, very interesting. But if you guys know, I would love to know what this is. What an amazing day in the garden that was. Holy cow. Thank you guys for coming along with us for that plant delivery. That was so incredible, and I have got my work cut out for us. I think most videos right now are gonna be multiples planting, so it's gonna be probably planting 3, 4, maybe even 5 different things, which is exciting because it's gonna mean things are gonna happen really quickly around here, and these empty beds are about to look absolutely stunning. So I still think that the phlox is my favorite. It looks so beautiful in that bed. It's gonna get just a little bit of dappled afternoon sun. It's gonna get full morning sun. It should be so happy where it's at. And then I've got the lemon coral sedum, and that's going to spill over the metal edging, and it's gonna be so, so beautiful there. I just love having just like a little drift like that, just lining the front of the bed because it's very low growing. I think it's gonna be so beautiful. The begonias, I am so excited to see those like fill out and get huge, and then it's gonna just really lead you down that walkway. It's going to just pull you in even more, which is really exciting. And it's kind of fun to try red in the garden. Red's never been one color that I absolutely love, but we had an unexpected red on the tulip, and I'm trying to add more red into the garden because it is Brent's favorite color. And so I think these red begonias, we will like them. They're red pinkish, and then the leaves on them are like a dark burgundy black color. They're very rich, they're very beautiful. And then those daisies, oh my gosh, those are gonna be so beautiful. I fell in love with them when I first saw them on a trip, and now I've got them. They're close to the walkway, they're gonna get large. My plan for them is to kind of break up that walkway, because that walkway is a very straight line, and so I want to break it up just a little bit. So I've got some things that are going to be a little bit larger, and I'm going to let them kind of spill over a little bit into the walkway, and so that way it kind of breaks up that visual straight line. And I think the pop of white over there is definitely needed. I don't always love white blooms in the garden because white blooms tend to fade to brown blooms, but I think I'm going to try to keep up pretty good on deadheading those guys, and I think they're going to be so stunning. So thank you guys for visiting our garden. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some inspiration for your own garden. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.